My book's title is Bone Treasure Hunters by Jeff Smith. In the book, Smiley Bone is greedy for money and gold, and Thorn and Phony Bone, her friend, are the main characters. Has a pet called Bartleberry. He's a baby rat creature. The rat creatures are bad creatures that kill humans. Forcible Bone of the book. This is why I think someone else should read this book. It is entertaining and fun to read, and it has to be continued. Then it will make you get all the other books that what would happen to Thorn and Phony Bone and the others. Read the book to find out more.
The title of this book is Tenny, and the author is Colin Hartz. This book is about a girl named Tenny who loves to sing and write songs. Tenny wants to be a singer and songwriter. She's always wanted to perform. Then she gets the chance of her life to perform at the famous Bluebird Cafe, but her parents think she's too young. Tenny tries to prove that she is ready to perform professionally. You should read this book to find out if Tenny's parents will let her perform. Will Tenny ever get her big break?
The title of my book is Tenny, The Key of Friendship #2 by Colin Hartz. In the book Tenny, she wants to help her friend's cousin Mina and her school. There was a huge storm where Mina lived, and they're needing over $1 million to repair it. So Tenny's friend Janet came up with an idea to help her cousin's school by selling books. Tenny went to her record label and is practicing for a private party with her partner, Logan. Tenny gets really frustrated because she thinks that her partner, Logan, is really annoying. Tenny gets really frustrated with Logan and shouts at him, and Tenny goes outside in the garden to calm down. You should read this book because it teaches you about life lessons like to always keep a promise. Does Tenny and her friend get enough money for Mina and her school? Does Tenny sing and play at the party?
In this book, Nate, Francis, and Teddy get the job for the Chronicle yearbook to credit the previous editor made, and Francis becomes co-editor. Nate decides to take some candidates with the school camera to add some pizzazz into the yearbook, but his uncleanliness gets out of hand when the camera gets lost. Nate decides to clean up his act and his locker by going to Teddy's Uncle Pedro, the hypnotist. Nate starts getting good grades and even outsmarts Gina, but will the camera ever return? And with the trivia slam, as well as big secrets getting sent to the whole school, will Nate rid himself of his troubles? Read this book to find out.
Upside Down in the Middle of Nowhere by Julie T. LaManna. It is Armani Curtis's birthday, but there is a hurricane warning. She doesn't want to tell her parents because it would ruin her birthday. Her parents find out, but they don't evacuate just for Armani. Later, the storm hits, bringing them floods that force them to the roof. Later, Armani is playing with her puppy Cricket, and then her puppy falls off the roof. Armani's brother jumps in after him. You have to read more to find out what happens next.
My book is National Geographic Kids, Weird But True Too. You'll learn about facts about the body and hippos, even 788,832,000 sticky notes, poodles and turkeys too. It varies Billy. On page 122, it says oysters change from male to female. Wow, from over 300 outrageous facts from slate to sheep. Read it.
Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life by James Patterson. In the book, Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life, it talks about a middle school kid who has the worst 6th grade year you can possibly dream of. Read about Raphael Cachadorian getting turned into a piggy bank, a bully target, and a no-good bad rule breaker. Raphael has a target to break every rule in the rule book. Read to see if he achieves the school. Mr. Cachadorian loves mischief, but will he get the consequences he deserves? Raphael just wanted a good 6th grade year. Will he get it? In conclusion, Raphael Cachadorian has a hard year, but the question is, will Raphael remain at the middle school? Read about Raphael Cachadorian and his crazy school year. Will he survive middle school?
Plants vs. Zombies, Long Begin by Ron Chan. It was any average day in Naperville. No matter what, checking for suspicious sounds in the sewers. A crack was developing in the wall. It broke off and a zombie infestation was set loose. The zombies were wreaking havoc in Naperville streets. Nate and his partner Practice met up with Crazy Dave to stop them with flower power. Why you should read this book. It's an exciting thrill taker, but the characters face many challenges as they go through.
The book title is Super Fast Matchbox Toys by Charlie Mack. In the book, this is about Matchbox toys. It tells about the name of the series and cars, but no years. One of my favorite Matchbox cars is a 1978 Ford Escort. This car is a rally and has dot dash wheels. It also has tampos on it that says downlock. Plus it has a tow hook and the car of the car is white. My second favorite is the 1978 Renault 5TL. This car has opening trunk and it has a tow truck. It's also in gray. Then there's the 1979 Mercedes-Benz 450 SEL. This car has opening doors and it has dot dash wheels. It's also in blue. I probably have more favorites, but I'm not sure. You should read this book because this book has cars in it, and if you don't know any of these cars, you can look in this book. This book has Matchbox 1 through 75 series, Indy 500, Intercom City, Laser Wheels, Lightning Wheels, Premier and World Class Series, and Fakes and Ears cars.
I'm telling you guys what this book, Sisters, is about. This book is illustrated and written by Rihanna Tullemeyer. This book is about Rihanna and her little sister, Aria, and their little brother that does not have a name. They went on a vacation in Colorado Springs. They traveled there in a van and they all got in a car fight. They had to stay in a scary, gross cabin and it was thundering and raining outside. They went on that vacation to see their cousins. Read this book because it has a lot of emotions and it's real life. So read this book to see what happens.
The book I chose was Word of Moss by James Patterson. In the book, Isaiah, the talking mouse, loses his family. On the way, running away from the horrible place, he hears singing. Who is it? It's Michaela, the mouse. She was singing. Isaiah tells her about losing his family, and she invites him to stay with her family. Isaiah quickly becomes friends with Gabriel, Wendell, and Winnie, some of Michaela's siblings. Isaiah meets Haley, a nice human, and they become friends. I think you should read this book because Isaiah has an idea to save his family, but will his idea work is the question.
Josh is alone looking for worms to go fishing. While he is out in the night, he sees something he thinks is a ghost. But it is actually just his friend Robin trying to scare him. Robin leaves after a while. Josh looks for more worms. Josh thinks he hit something hard.
he notices it is a silver object. Josh is about to have the biggest adventure of his life. You should read this book to find out the huge, amazing adventure that Josh and Robin have. Reading books is amazing. If you like books or not, you should read this. In this book, Josh finds a tomb. Don't you want to find out what's in it?
Book title, Upside Down in the Middle of Nowhere. Author, Julie T. Lamanna. It is Armani Curtis's 10th birthday, and all her closest friends and family are coming. Her mom is going to make a cake with blue frosting, Armani's favorite kind of frosting. 10 years old is a really big deal to Armani, but then on her birthday, they find out that Hurricane Katrina is about to happen in the lower nines, right where Armani Curtis lives. Armani and her family are supposed to go to the Superdome, but do they make it? You should read this book to find out if Armani Curtis ever gets to see her family again.
In the book, Dork Diaries Tales from a Not So Smart Miss Know-It-All by Rachel Renee Russell, will Nikki Maxwell survive what she got herself into? It all started at New Year's Eve sleepover with her two best friends, Chloe and Zoe. The girls decided to play Truth or Dare. It was finally Nikki's turn to pick Truth or Dare. She chose Dare. So Zoe dared Nikki to go over to their enemy Mackenzie's house and toilet paper it. At first she said no, but then she thought, what's this prank compared to what Mackenzie has done to me all year? That night, they went over to Mackenzie's house and toilet paper it. All of a sudden, they heard a voice. Who is it? What will happen next? You should read this book to find out what adventures Nikki Maxwell will get herself into.
Welcome to the beginning of the book. The title of the book is Cells and by Daffy Greaves. Cells are in humans, plants, and animals. Cells have jobs to protect the plants, animals, and humans' body. When an animal, a human, and a plant gets born, the cell start their jobs. Cells can stop bad cells from making you sick. I think people should read this book because they will learn something new. They might be interested with the book. They might want to be a nurse or a doctor.
The title of this book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw by Jeff Kenny. In the book Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw, Frank Heffley is trying to get his son to toughen up and join a sport. He says if he doesn't join a sport, he will have to go to military school. Greg realizes he has to step up his game and get shaped up or get shipped off to military school. Greg realizes he has to step up his game and get shaped up or get shipped off to military school. You should read this book to find out if Greg gets shipped off to military school.
The title of my book is House of Robots by James Patterson. It is about a young boy named Sammy Rajquez, and he is a normal kid except that he lives with robots. Sammy's mom makes all the robots, but Sammy doesn't like any robot. His name is E, which according to Sammy's mom stands for Egghead. His mom wants Sammy to go to school with E, but Sammy doesn't want him to. E causes a lot of trouble, and now Sammy's getting teased because of E. You should read this book to find out what happens to Sammy and E. Do you think that Sammy and E will become friends?
The title of this book is Secrets on 26th Street by Elizabeth McDavid Jones. This is a book set in a time period of 1914. Susan's family, the main characters, has to pay the night bills but cannot afford it. They need a boarder to help them pay. Their mom and Bee, the boarder, secretly help organize something. Susan tries to figure what the secret is. Eventually, Susan and one of her little sisters, Helen, finds out that their mother has been arrested. You should read this book because it helps you, because you can figure out if Susan gets her mom out of jail and they live a normal life again. and the ways women do not get the same rights that men have, the way our lives have changed over the years, and it also helps you learn a little bit more about history, but in a serious but fun way.
The title of my book is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green.
This book is about Big Nate, written by Lincoln Pierce. Big Nate gets into big trouble in school in his homeroom class, Miss Goofery's class, social studies. His friends Teddy and Francis mess with him along the way in the book. Francis gets Nate the school camera only in one condition, to not harm it in any way, shape, or form. To make things even worse, Nate's dad messes with him along the way. It will be the best book you have ever read in your life. It is funny and it also feels like you're in Nate's shoes.
My title of the book is Ghost by Terrifying. The king moves to the North Coast. Really read this book because it's a fun book. It's kind of scary too. You will learn about the Day of the Dead. That's why you should read this book during the Day of the Dead. And ghosts are hunting them, and they don't know what to do. Do you think that the ghosts are mean? You should read Random Routine. It's about cats and their family.
The title of my book is The Enemy Above by Michael P. Spaulding. There is a boy named Anton and his Bubby/grandma. They were at home when they knew the Nazis were going to attack soon. Anton had a grab bag ready. He kept hearing gunfire getting closer and closer. He was ready to run. Every night, he is afraid that the Nazis were going to invade his house. His dad left to go fight the Nazis. He prayed every night for his father. When he went to sleep one night, he heard footsteps running towards his room. His door bursted open. Read the book to find out what happens next in The Enemy Above.
In the book, Just Looking For is such a funny book. One of my favorite tongue twisters, Sam sat sipping soda silently. In the book, there are 300 jokes. There are tons of knock-knock jokes and puns. It is a very funny book. Explore the mysterious book of jokes.